Happy Hanukkah.
Mele Kalikimaka, right?
I don't even know what to say. I'm not that awake.
The lovely and tenacious Lauren Brooke joins us this morning.
Hello.
She left her kids at home.
They're by themselves. They're
Just chuck Evie the keys.
be like, here, Evie, take yourself to school.
You know, you've got a pair there because I think Evie's got that sort of. I've got my eyes out. I can manage things.
Yeah.
And if anything goes down, Clara will clear the room.
You just send Clara.
She's the enforcer.
Evie kicks in the door.
Yeah.
And then Clara comes in. Yeah.
He clears the room. I
Then
totally see that.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Have you trained them in the handling of firearms yet?
Not yet,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's coming.
They are hand-to-hand trained.
They're
they
clean
are.
hand-to-hand.
Yeah.
They're HEA martial arts students right there. But thanks for joining us in the Resource Center studios today, 882-1800 for insurance and financial planning, and we do some estate planning work with them too. So if you need a lot of that, and we always like to thank Sports and Pickup Covers. I have a Sports and Pickup cover, and Keaton's jealous, so that's the way we leave it at that. But anyway, we're gonna kick this off with we're in the book of John right now. We're in chapter 4. If you'll remember, this is right after Jesus has been with the woman at the well in Samaria. So we're done with that story, and he's moving on. So he came again to Cana in Galilee. So he's passed through. All right, he's come back through Samaria. He's back in Galilee, which is where he made the water wine, his first miracle. And at Capernaum, there was an official whose son was ill. When this man heard that Jesus had come from Judea to Galilee, he went to him and asked him to come down and heal his son, for he was at the point of death. So Jesus said to him, unless you see signs and wonders, you will not believe. Which seems like I don't want to say rude, but kind of, I don't want to say rude, but it's like, Jesus, will you please come heal my son? Unless you see miracles and signs, you just won't believe. It's like,
He's just like, you guys are getting on my nerves. Having to do all this crap
which I'm sure I did not convey that properly.
Probably not.
It seems like an odd response. It's like,
hey, everybody
Maybe
has
he's
bad
just
days.
tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just like, get off my back. Of course I'm going to heal your son.
and you know, that's honestly, that's where it comes. And so
have some faith.
the official said to him, sir, come down before my child dies. Jesus said to him, go, your son will live. The man believed the word that Jesus spoke to him and went on his way. As he was going, his servants met him and told him that his son was recovering. So he asked them the hour when he began to get better, and they said to him, yesterday at the 7th hour, the fever left him. The father knew that was the hour when Jesus had said to him, your son will live. And he himself believed in his household, and this was now the second sign that Jesus did when he had come from Judea to Galilee. I just think this is, it's just so interesting when you walk through the Bible, like particularly the Gospels, and you look at all the healings and all the miracles
sassy
Jesus does.
moments.
Say again?
Sassy Jesus.
Sassy Jesus moments. Well, yeah, because people don't think the Bible's funny. The Bible's hilarious. Hilarious. It is.
Anything in red is a comedic moment.
There's some really. I'm glad you're sitting closer to him than me. No, but there's some really funny stuff in the Bible. This isn't necessarily one of them, but the point is, we've got other places where Jesus goes in and lays on hands and breathes on people and does things to do healings, and this time he's just like, he'll live.
It's like,
I got it.
Which is something like my dad would say. You know, it's like,
Yeah, totally.
He'll
Yeah.
live. You know,
Yeah, you'll
he'll
be all
live.
right.
that'll be fine.
But the power of Christ displayed here is significant, and I think there's 2 points in here that are important too, because it repeats twice that official believed. You know, so he believed in the Word of God, and so I don't know. That's where I think we'll put it there. We got a lot we need to put our faith in these days.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. Nevada. Have you seen those memes about with the little kid?
Yes.
That's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Like the little kid that's playing t-ball and it's supposed to be running home and is like going real slow.
There's the guy that's like obviously just woke up. It's like, hey, we can't be seated at the restaurant till our whole party gets here. And the guy's like,
I'm on my way.
whoa. Yeah. I've been to Nevada recently, and I mean, I think I know what the problem is. Medical marijuana.
Or recreational marijuana.
It's recreational, yeah. They're just moving really slow there.
It's like, hey. may be right
one.
about that.
I don't know. Maybe.
Did you move slowly there?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I moved quick.
Yeah, because everybody else is moving. You're like,
Oh well, then there's crowds too. Being a short person, you learn paths. And
you got a
Jesse's always
sixth sense,
behind me.
you can just
yeah.
see, just
Oh yeah.
navigating.
No, I'm real good at that.
Well, we may get some results around 11 o'clock today, and I plan to just sleep right through
Take
them
a
if at all
nap.
possible. Yeah, because I was like,
A little morning nap.
yeah, that's okay. But you know what? Here's the weird thing about it, and we talked about this.
There's
earlier
only
in the
one
week.
weird thing about all of this.
Well, okay. One of the weird things about all of this is that the stock market keeps going up, and
That's
normally,
interesting.
in election years around this time, if it looks like a Democrat is going to win, the stock market tanks, and if it looks like a Republican is going to win, it goes up. But it just keeps going up, and I think maybe the saving grace for the stock market here is that even if Joe Biden wins, he has a much more divided House. It's much less in Democrat control, and the Republicans still control the Senate. You've got a Supreme Court.
Yeah.
You've got the Supreme Court. That's 6-3. You've got a lot of Republican governors. You've got despite the Trump.
Shout out to Mike Parsons.
Shout out to Mike Parsons. Despite the fact that President Trump may not win re-election, other than that, there was a red wave across the
did
United
not.
States. So the country as a whole became way more conservative, even though we may wind up with Kamala Harris as president. And so we're gonna here at the morning.
We're just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
Not
Here at the
even hide
morning
it.
show, we're gonna start a pool, and so you pick the day
Poll.
pool.
It's pool.
It's
Yeah.
a pool.
It's
a pool. So you have to pick.
We're making a pool in here.
a pool, not that kind of pool.
Oh.
It's a betting pool, except we're not really betting. You pick the day, and that Kamala Harris, that Joe Biden becomes medically unable to continue as president, and the method. So stroke, get suicided
In the room.
Get suicide.
What? That's.
Whoa.
Come on,
Well,
Epstein.
we all know. We all
Epstein.
know.
Heart attack. It's not going to be dementia. I mean, it'll be on the pool, but I would not pick
It'll
that
be on
myself.
the pool, but it's not going to be.
I wouldn't
mentioned.
pick that one myself. But I mean, I'm thinking late February, early March, stroke. That's my call.
So quick.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to wait.
Wow.
I don't think because
this guy can't be in here.
no, because here because
Everybody voted on you, but no.
because in 2022, the Republicans are going to get stronger in the Senate and retake the House. And so if they're going to get anything done with Kamala Harris as president, they've got to do it quick.
Gotcha.
Which means they've got to get rid of Joe fast.
Gotcha.
So my prediction is sooner than later. Hi, Janine. Thanks for watching this morning.
Hi, Janine.
She's laughing at us. Presidential clue. Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
In the Oval Office.
Yes.
With the candlestick.
With the candlestick across the head.
Yeah.
I
that's what
think
we're
if
talking
anything is true in all of this, we have no idea what's going to happen.
Oh, that's
like
absolutely
there's
true.
such a
You know what?
weird vibe.
Maybe Joe goes out and Kamala's like, nah. And then we have.
no, I think Kamala will jump on that.
Oh no! But what if?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Oh, Pelosi?
Pelosi.
Yeah. That's a cat fight waiting to
Carpet
happen.
bag
right
out
there.
there.
That's what that- well, I think
Oh,
Pelosi,
Lord.
does she not? I don't know. I really don't know. Somebody should tell me whether or not she's going to, if she becomes vice president. Or
She does.
She
The
does.
speaker does. Mhm.
And then we get a new speaker.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I think
that's
it's
a
the-
lot to
I
take
think-
in early in the morning.
Okay, so Keaton, your mama's giving us a face palm and a laughy face there.
Face. Oh, I
Yeah.
got
My
that.
mom will
Yep.
probably throw one of those in here too. soon.
Sharon Burney says mid-February COVID. Oh, that's a good one.
That's what I
That's
was.
a good one. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that. Ooh.
Because he hasn't had it yet, right? Because he's been in the basement
He's
the whole
been
time.
hiding, yeah.
He's been in hiding. So mid-February, COVID. Yeah, that could do it.
What I was thinking.
Whoa,
of-
and then that really plays into the platform.
Well, and that's what she said.
Yeah.
Is that continues the fear mongering. So
Yikes.
Oh, nice.
That was Sharon. Sharon
with
might
the
be
win.
onto something.
Sharon is
K-ROG
in
is commenting, which means it's probably Pope,
Don't know.
because he still hasn't learned how to
Wrong account, man.
switch his account.
Yeah.
I'll buy the
knows
flag for the corn in the plastic pool if Keaton will broadcast from it. So
Yeah, you
there
can do
go.
that.
We-
And Pope knows exactly what he's doing.
yeah. But anyway, two companies that have done really well are Papa John's Pizza and Yeti coolers. So everybody's buying their pizza and putting it in their cooler, saving it for a rainy day. It's like it's like prepper.
What?
Oh,
Prepper
because
magic.
yeah.
Oh, buying the pre-made pizza, but I got you.
Well, no,
Yeah.
Papa
Papa
John's
John.
Papa John's is cooked. Papa Murphy's is the pre-made.
Oh.
Yeah. But I just think it's you're stuck at home, you're buying pizza and all that stuff. So,
I would, I think so.
so here's go ahead.
In the Bible, in John that we just read,
Yeah.
do we think that the kid had COVID? Has
Only-
anyone
Well, I
brought
mean,
that
it could be.
scenario to the
It
surface?
could be, which is why Jesus just said, you'll be all right.
It's fine. It's not a big deal, he said.
He's just
It's
got
nothing to
really
worry
just
about.
It's
Not a big deal.
Speaking of the Rona,
That's gonna come around in a few years. It'll be fine.
nobody's talking about it, but it's like this is like the worst COVID we've had in ever right now, and nobody's talking about it because of the election. But
Isn't that crazy? It's
Yep.
so crazy what's going on.
I felt so unsafe at the polls.
I'll bet you did. So,
sorry, that was
here's
rude.
two things that happened that nobody's paying attention to. One actually really good thing came out of California, which was Proposition 22.
Okay.
So California had said to Uber and Lyft and all those companies, nope, their employees, you have to give them...
Contractor.
What?
They're a contractor.
Yeah, but you have to give them health insurance.
Oh yeah.
That Uber and Lyft would have to?
Oh, yeah. You
that's-
got to give them all this stuff, which
Yeah.
destroys the model completely.
Oh, it doesn't work,
It doesn't work at all. Well, Proposition 22 passed, and they changed it and said, no, Uber and Lyft can keep doing what they do.
Good.
It is good because here's what people don't understand. You think, California, they're crazy, but it's just California. What happens in California matters to the rest of the country. So,
Sure.
do you remember the restaurant Shorty Smalls?
Yes, I do remember that.
You know it went out of business.
In Branson, it did.
Yes.
Do you know why it went out of business?
I have absolutely no idea.
Here's why Shorty Smalls went out of
COVID.
business.
We're about to
No,
learn.
it wasn't COVID. This is probably one of those things that you don't remember because you were 2.
Me?
Yeah, you.
So wait, I
was older than
here
you.
in Branson.
Anyway, what happened was California passed the measure that required health insurance for to do that. So Shorty Smalls then had to insure all of their California employees.
Oh.
Well, what that meant, though, because they can't treat their California employees different than their Georgia employees, they then had to cover the insurance for their employees nationwide. And so because of a law passed in California, it destroyed Shorty Smalls, and it took them out everywhere.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I did not know
Yep,
that.
that's what happened to Shorty
I honestly
Smalls.
didn't really know that was a chain. I
I
just
didn't
thought of
either.
the one of the. I just thought there was the one in Branson.
Yep, it was a chain. It was a chain. And here's the other thing, Oregon.
Oh, Oregon.
So you've got Nevada and Arizona and I don't know, a bunch of other states that passed their medical marijuana, their recreational marijuana law.
Oh, Oregon,
Oregon
did something
says,
else.
hold my crack pipe.
Yeah, literally.
'Cause they
hold
decriminalized
my cocaine and heroin.
everything.
And
What?
yeah,
they
well, up
decriminalized
to a
everything.
certain amount.
Yep. So if you have heroin, hard heroin, smack. And but it's under this threshold, and you get caught with it. It's $100 fine and go to rehab.
I don't know who's going to pay for this rehab.
Well, they had a plan. I don't remember what it was.
They had a plan,
They were
didn't
diverting money from some
Oh, it was
enforcement.
medical. It was marijuana.
Oh yeah, the
sales.
medical marijuana sales
Yeah.
were going to fund the drug treatment.
The taxes on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and
So, trip to Oregon now.
No thanks.
Ugh.
K-ROG goes to Oregon.
No thanks. We're gonna stay right here. Just like I told a friend of mine the other day. He says, "What's your exit plan if Biden wins?" I'm staying right here. I ain't going anywhere.
I feel pretty warm and cozy.
I'm gonna stay right
Right
here.
I feel safe
and,
because
and,
of Mike.
and be a pain in the
Mike.
butt. You know what
I-
makes me feel safe here? Roy Cole.
Yeah, Roy. Yeah,
Roy
exactly.
Cole.
Yeah, I feel very comfortable with our local law enforcement on all
me too.
levels.
Janine's also telling us that Proposition 19 was voted down, but I'll admit I don't know what that was.
I don't know what it was.
So Janine, you'll have to tell us what Proposition 19 was in California so that we can fill everybody in. But it seems like that's a good thing.
Was it giving Arnold Schwarzenegger another term for governor?
Well, that would not be a bad thing. I'd love to have him as governor. He was good. He was a good governor.
The governor.
He'd be a good president, except he's not eligible for president.
Why is that?
'Cause he's not a
wasn't-
natural born citizen. Yep. If that
so-
matters anymore.
Was McDonald's like
You
forecasting the win?
think
you
they were
think?
supporting
I think so.
Donald?
That was not unintentional. You
What do you
can't
guys-
tell me that no
those
one was
new
like, "Oh,
cups are
that's
interesting."
Don."
So yeah, what's funny? This is
Those are interesting cups.
so. My wife did some research. interestingly enough. So
I'm glad she did.
Everybody liked the big old styrofoam cups.
Absolutely, because they don't
Except-
sweat.
Except for the environment.
And it's
Yeah.
bad for the environment, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So they
Except
went
for Keaton.
so then they went to the plastic cups, and everybody
Yeah.
hated them because they sweat.
They sweat bad.
So
yeah.
this is the compromise.
Okay, I
Yeah.
wondered what the deal was.
That's
Is it
the
like
deal
the
is-
paper? Oh, what?
It feels very
doesn't-
strange.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
but it's recyclable, and
Oh, well, that's good.
it's like a plastic foam kind of thing, so it doesn't sweat as bad.
But there's a slight sweat.
Still a little bit on there, but
It's a slight sweat.
slight
to it.
sweat.
Like me all of the time.
Yeah, it's like
Sorry.
during election season.
probably too much information.
It's like Nevada.
Everybody's
slight
in a
sweat.
slight sweat.
Just a little sweaty today.
So Janine,
Don't mind us.
Oh yeah, that's right. Janine is filling us in. That was going to repeal the civil rights provisions in California that basically.
Repeal.
Yeah,
Civil
so
rights.
yeah, because California now they want to discriminate
holy moly.
against white men. So they want to like say, oh, if you're a white guy, we can discriminate against you. So they needed to repeal.
Oh
the
my!
civil rights.
Because that protects that guy too.
Yeah. So they didn't want to do that
Woo!
anymore, but they voted that
Well,
down.
so let's back up.
We're
Equality and all of that, right? And
It's the
minorities are discriminated against, but then it's okay to take one and say, oh, well, we're going to discriminate against you. How does that line up with
not
everything?
supposed to do that.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of
Supposed to
sense,
be.
does it?
You're failing college, I can tell you right now.
What do you mean? She just said that
Yeah,
they could
I
discriminate
know,
against
but
white
every
people.
one of your
White
professors
guys.
has been trying to explain to you why that's right, and you're not getting the message.
You're not getting the message.
You
I don't think I
racist,
wanna get
you
that
racist,
message.
white, misogynist, whatever you are.
I'm like, and I'm the guest today.
It's like this every
No, how
morning.
can,
I know it is.
How can California stand up and say that it's okay that we can discriminate
I don't
against
know.
a
Well,
white
it
male?
didn't.
I don't
It
know.
didn't pass.
There's a lot of
Oh, it's
things that
affirmative
don't make
action
sense.
because of affirmative action.
There's
Was
a
the,
lot of things that don't make sense right now.
Yeah.
I mean, period. I'd like to see us go back to a land of common sense and
Bartering.
yeah, like I don't know, just like. Well, I mean, seriously, a lot of these things you think about them and you're like, that doesn't make any sense.
Something that Will said last week. We
Yeah.
were talking about hillbillies and rednecks,
Yeah,
and Will said that we're hillbillies.
Yes.
But if you go more south, they're
they're rednecks.
Okay.
I think that's true.
I
yeah.
do as well. Except stupid. Okay, no, I won't say
Now, hey,
stupid. I like
no-
Amy Poehler.
now listen, redneck. There's nothing wrong with being a redneck.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
get me
that's
wrong.
you can be
She-
labeled. It's fine.
Incorrectly classified us on national television. She asked because she was in a movie like in Arkansas. She's like, "Oh, they're hillbillies." She's like, "Well, I think they're rednecks." And I was like,
No,
No, I think we're hillbillies.
we're
I
hillbillies.
mean, I
We're
think
hillbillies.
So. I mean, literally, that's where the term came
Yeah.
from. Was
Yeah.
the Ozark Mountains? So
Right. The
it's
Beverly
geographical.
Hillbillies
Yeah,
Are from
here.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Which is why I tell
geographical.
people, like when I travel, and like, where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm from Southwest Missouri, and they're kind of like, if they don't really get that, I'm like, you know the Beverly Hillbillies? They're like, yeah. I'm like, we were neighbors before they moved.
Yeah, like
oh,
those are
okay,
kinfolk.
I think there was an episode of the Beverly Hillbillies where they were
Okay.
at Silver Dollar City.
Probably.
What?
Yeah.
Probably.
I think that's right. I'd have to go back and find it, but I think that's true.
No,
I think
I
we
mean,
just need to host a watch party of the Beverly Hillbillies.
We can do that.
I don't know about that.
You don't like the show?
And I like
I
the
love
movies.
this show.
I like the movies when they came out. I remember. Or is there one or two? Maybe
Seven.
there's just one. I don't know.
I don't know. The
I remember I
original
liked the
series are pretty good.
Is
I
it?
like
It's pretty.
I
good
just have
stuff.
never really watched
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty good stuff. There's some stuff that holds up, some stuff that doesn't in all TV, and I like to. There's so much. There's not enough new TV, just clean sitcoms.
Yeah, they don't really exist anymore.
The one we're watching right now that has sort of scratched that itch for us is Bob Hart's Abishola.
What is that?
Huh?
Okay, so do you remember Mike and Molly?
Yeah.
I know. You remember
We
Mike and Molly?
hillbillies.
Yeah, I remember Mike and Molly.
Okay, so the big guy from Mike and Molly is Bob.
Okay.
He owns a sock manufacturing company.
Okay.
Kind of like a paper company.
like a
And we-
textile
Yeah,
company.
no, it's not like that. And so he has a heart attack, and in the hospital, the nurse is Abishola, and she's from Uganda.
Abishola.
Abishola.
She's
Okay.
just from another country.
Okay.
Yeah, Nigeria, something like that. And he's just like sort of falls for her, and so they have this little relationship that's going on and stuff. So it's just a really fun show. We've been watching that.
So you're
It's
watching a
pretty
TV
I
show about
liked
adultery.
what's
Nobody's married.
Nobody's. Yeah,
Oh, no.
I was like, he's not married to Molly in this scenario.
Yeah. But it was funny because we were watching it. And,
I was like, this show is great.
I know. I was like,
and he starts talking about his sock company. I'm like, well, no, he's a policeman. I'm like, oh no, that was his other show, which I never really watched, so I don't.
I'm watching Fargo right now, and
That
it is not.
a family-friendly show.
It is not, but it's based in Kansas City this season.
Oh.
And so it's interesting. It's very interesting. It's probably, it's obviously not real, but there's elements of it that I think foreshadowed what was going on in Kansas City with mafia stuff in the
Shauna Kaiser
1950s.
says she's a redneck hillbilly.
You can be that.
Yeah.
It's a hybrid.
Hybrid.
They're rare.
It's a rare.
It's another level.
The rare hybrid
It's
redneck
like the
hillbilly.
majestic unicorn of the Ozark Mountains. It's acceptable.
Well, Fargo in Kansas City sounds interesting.
I
It
like
is
when stuff
interesting.
is in our state. I feel special.
It's fun. Well, and here's
You
the
see it
kicker.
like Missouri. I'm like,
I
"Ooh."
think they may have filmed it in Missouri.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah?
you know how you'll see something that's based in Missouri, and then there's palm trees in the background. You're like, that's not Missouri.
or pine trees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
the Ozarks TV show that's
Yes.
based
Georgia.
in Lincoln,
Yes.
Ozarks, but it's filmed in Georgia. Like
And that whole thing is-
the forestry's different.
I actually like that show.
well, and I don't like the blue hue that show is
That's
filmed
like
in.
I couldn't
Right.
finish the
That is
first
kinda-
episode. I was like,
that
what
is
is
kinda
going
weird.
on?
There is a weird filter
it's
on it.
very weird, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
It
It
makes
makes you feel like you're.
it's like seasonal depression.
Watch it at night with your phone on night shift.
Fix it.
Then it's
there we
Right,
go.
warm it up a
It
little
makes
bit for
sense.
you.
Yeah. But no, it's filmed. I think it is in Georgia. I think
When do
so.
you need to take your kids to school?
Oh, they're fine.
Okay.
They're
They'll be all right.
COVID isn't
Clara
there.
can
they're okay. Claire, she's good. She's good. No,
It's
I
Friday.
got. I
Do you
got.
have to go to school on Friday? Exactly. Kids'
Thanks.
day off.
Yeah, kids' day off. Yeah. So no, Fargo's been pretty good this season. There's some characters I don't like on it, but
And is
one of those-
it based on the movie? Loosely.
we're all gonna get there. That's
Oh.
the goal.
Oh, it's to get to the movie.
Well, no, there's going to be a connection.
Okay.
There's going to be a connection. We talked about this the other night. We're going to, when this season's done, we're going to watch the movie, and then we're going to watch, because you forget, there's long periods of time between these
Jesse
shows.
said the kids left.
Oh, man. Gosh, Jesse. Jesse's supposed to be watching it. I don't know where they are.
If you see Clara and Evie wandering the streets of
They're
Rogersville,
short and
Small
dark-headed.
child.
take Evie to school and bring Clara to K-ROG.
Clara's probably hungry. You might want to feed her.
Okay, drop her off and buy her
Yeah.
a cookie at
Story
story time,
time. Yeah.
and we'll pick her up after the show.
People say there's a very strong genetic footprint. So if you two short people that look similar to me and Jesse, they're my
It's-
That
children.
are hungry.
That are hungry.
Clara's kind of got Jesse's face.
Yeah,
in
she
there.
does. Yeah. Yep.
It looks way cuter on her than it does on him.
It does. Yeah.
Sorry, Jesse. It's just the way it is.
Jesse's like, she's never gonna go do this show again.
Oh man! Hey, I've had actually. I talked about my Simple Trust, and I was kind of bemoaning to you. I said I've got this great deal out there, and
Yeah.
nobody's taking it.
Yeah.
People are taking it. Yeah.
Ding, ding.
Yeah, it's people like,
Oh,
oh.
well, they're kind of distracted a couple of days
I
in there.
understand.
By
This might have been the
certain
wrong time to launch
Well,
a new
that
product.
was
With
something
a
that
new president.
I pictured Will doing like a full-blown infomercial. Hey, this is my product, and everybody's like, "We're not even watching TV right now. Like, what are you doing?"
We're not turning that thing on.
It's all about me. I said that at Taekwondo last night. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm teaching,
Yeah.
and one of the kids is getting a little like, "Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do." Oh, no. And one of them kind of like, "Who wants to do this?"
Is that when you backhand them?
And I'm like, "No, stop. This is not a democracy.
Yeah.
This is not even a constitutional republic.
No.
This
And
is
they're like-
a benevolent dictatorship, and I am in charge. All of the electoral votes belongs to me.
My
This
kingdom.
is my class.
Oh,
We're gonna
man.
do what I want to do.
And I will not have a stroke.
And
I'm not having a stroke.
I'm
And I
not
got no backup. There's no vice president here tonight, so it's all about. But it was funny. Like, oh, okay, we're gonna kick
When
the
he's
back.
like, oh, who wants to do this? No.
No.
Stop talking.
Well, I was sort of. I mean, I opened the door a little bit to say, hey, I'm thinking about we can do this, and so. But this one kid calls for a vote. I'm like,
You're
no,
like, no,
No.
snatch it
no.
away.
It is not a
You can't
vote.
give the little
My
ones
kids
power.
that I train, I give 2 options. Hey, I know you're feeling a little today.
Yeah.
Do you want to do this or this? Well, can I do that? No.
No.
These are the two options. These are the paces that you will run with these options.
It was
this is
kinda
the
like
distance. You have no option but these two.
But at the martial arts school last night, so it was a sparring night, so I do these punch counts with them. So I've taught them some punch counts, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, that kind of stuff. And so normally I'm the one that calls out the punch counts. Well, I did my first round of that, and then I said, okay, Jared, man, you were killing it that time. Do you want to call the punches this time? He said, yes! And he was actually the kid that called for the vote earlier.
Jared.
And so I love that kid. He's a go-getter. And so
Jared at ATA Martial Arts.
Yeah.
He called the punch counts.
Yeah, he did. And so he called the next round, and that kid was punching and kicking harder than he ever has in his life.
That's awesome.
And then all the other kids are too, because they want to get this.
Yeah, they're jazzed.
So I was like, I have stumbled upon a teaching method.
I've done it.
I figured something out.
I've moved to a new level.
So then they all worked out really well, hard enough. So it was a lot of fun at ATA Martial Arts last night.
So did you
That's
get
good.
a new belt last night because you came upon that?
No.
I just give yourself
Are you
one.
you're maxed out on belts, aren't you? Do you max out?
No, there is a max out. I will never max out.
Okay.
I did not technically start too late in life, but I would be like 80 before I could get to like
Gotcha.
that.
Is there a certain time period that is included with things, or just like you would
Well,
take that
so
long?
once you get your first degree black belt in my discipline, you have to wait a year before you can test for second degree.
Gotcha.
And once you get your second degree, you have to wait 2 years before you can test for third. Once you have your third degree, you have to wait for 3 years
You're getting like
before you test for fourth. And so I have a fourth
Okay.
degree. I'm technically, I could test for fifth in time, but with COVID and everything, and
gotcha.
I'm probably maxed out from a motivation standpoint.
That's fair.
And I figure if I made it all the way to fourth degree, I made it farther than
Everybody?
most people. So
Yeah.
that's okay.
Most people probably
Except
get
my
the
wife
black
and
belt.
sister, who both have their fifth degree black belts.
Oh,
So they're better than
the
you.
ladies.
They are totally better than me. Yeah, totally
cool.
better. Yeah, Jesse pointed out that Clara does not have the beard.
No, she does not.
Yeah, so that's.
Jesse has.
That's
it's an epic
thankful
beard
about
right
that.
now. It's pretty. Yeah. It's,
Well, we got some, I think, exciting things planned for K-ROG coming up. We're always
the
looking,
pool?
Like the pool.
there's going to be a pool.
But if
Hot
you want to be a
tub.
part of K-ROG, this is not a closed group.
No.
You just have to kind of tell us what your plan is and how you're going to contribute and sign our covenants.
And you have to
Yes.
vote on Joe Biden. Not for
you
president.
have to enter the
but
pool.
into
you have
the
to enter
pool.
The
Oh yeah, you have.
enter the pool. But we're going to do it. We're going to do a training here in the studio. Tom and I are about how to use the equipment.
Yeah, I need that real bad.
I know. Everybody does.
Yeah.
But we keep, there's more. We keep getting new
Yeah.
things, and then we're like, do we really need to do that?
No.
Like, oh, we need to do that.
What is this?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh boy.
And I do. I
done.
want to do the Thanksgiving special, and I need to start working on this. I think I'm gonna. Are you okay, buddy?
That slightly sweaty.
Are you
part.
got it?
I got this slightly sweaty.
He's verklempt.
I drank like too much. I was like, fire down my throat.
Oh, I've done that. Yeah, it's bad.
Goes to the internal core. And
Like erupts into flame. It's like, whoa, Keaton
it's
lit
just
on
menopause.
fire
Calm
today.
down.
Oh my.
No, I want to do that. I want to do the Thanksgiving specials, so I need to record myself making a recipe. I'm gonna do that. I gotta pick which family recipe. Yeah. And so I'm gonna do that for my house. I
Maybe
think.
I
You
should
make
smoke a
that face?
turkey.
You should smoke a turkey.
I could smoke a turkey.
Like the medical marijuana, like crush it up.
Well, what my dad
Roll it up.
he said, my dad said this to me one first time I said, he said, the problem with smoking turkeys is they don't taste very good and they're hard to light. All right.
That's a dad joke.
Yeah, it's a dad joke.
Yeah, it's a good one
Total
too.
dad
It's pretty
joke.
good.
Yeah, they don't taste
You
very good.
should.
and
You
they're hard
should
to
smoke
light.
a turkey and
Okay.
have your method. I'm gonna, like I said, I gotta.
What are you
carve out
gonna
some
do?
time.
I'll do something.
I think I'm gonna make my Aunt Sarah's kind of famous dressing. Like it's
Cranberry dress? Or
no,
what?
it's like like stuffing.
And then
Oh,
what are we
okay.
going to do?
Oh,
We're
yeah,
going to
gotcha.
finally
Yeah.
fix that table up and set
Should
it
I
out
make a
here and sort of
salad?
have a
If you
For the
want
dress.
to make a salad.
have a K-ROG family.
Yeah, some people call it dressing, and some people call it stuffing.
That's
correct.
And I call it
Stuffing.
both. I usually say stuffing, but on the
Stuff that
recipe it's
turkey
written
with the dressing.
Because I don't stuff the turkey.
Stuff the dressing
You
in
don't
the
stuff
turkey.
the turkey.
No, man, no. It doesn't need to be up in there.
I'm not eating that.
I don't want that.
But that's where it gets all the good turkey flavor.
That's where the flavor comes
As the
from.
fat renders out of the turkey,
Yeah,
it gets
that's
in there. It
true.
gets
My
in there.
my dad makes the stuffing for Thanksgiving. It's really good. But my Aunt Sarah's is a very iconic, kind of different recipe. So I think I'm gonna do that.
Have you ever done the deep fried turkey?
I've witnessed the deep fried turkey being done, and
Yeah.
I have a turkey fryer in my garage that has cobwebs on it.
What about the turducken?
Turducken?
Yeah, they're delicious.
Okay.
My mom would make those every once in a while.
I really want to do one. I've never had one before.
So here's the deal with them. They take a long time to cook, and they're very like rich smelling because of all of the stuffing and stuff and ingredients. So your house smells like
You feel like Donald Trump.
Like-
You're like, wow, that's
whoa,
some high quality
like,
something in there.
for like 24 hours. Your house smells like meat,
Well, that duck fat getting
Yeah.
it everywhere has just got to be the bomb.
and
But
it is very
the-
good.
Which is bigger, the duck or the chicken?
the turkey.
Duck. And,
I understand that.
I think it goes duck, chicken, turkey. Does that sound right?
Turducken. Does that matter?
I don't think that matters.
Okay.
But no, I think it's
think
duck, chicken,
The
turkey.
duck goes in the chicken.
Is it?
I don't know.
It's you start with you debone it, so the whole thing's deboned.
How about live
Even the turkey?
turducken? We'll use a lion.
I think so, yeah.
Really?
And
Oh, okay.
and then you have different flavors of stuffing between the layers.
Somebody tell us how the
yeah.
Vicky,
turducken
are you
goes.
watching? I'm pretty sure it's duck because duck are not big. I mean, normal like duck breast is not that big, so I think it's duck, chicken,
Only a
turkey.
select few get the duck.
You kind of cut it and like it's kind of a whole. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's good.
Did you cook it, or were you?
No,
somewhere?
I mean I remember my mom made it a couple of times when I was in I think high school when it became a thing.
Yeah.
Like
Who
well,
was like, let's just.
hey, my family
Thanksgiving.
that's all we do is cook. That is
Yeah.
our thing.
So for this Thanksgiving special, are we supposed to film what we
well,
do?
what I'm thinking is we like film
like what we do at home.
getting
I think we
getting
get a little
everybody
home
here.
Video, you know, a little
Yeah, and we
camcorder.
release like leading up to things, not like an hour-long special.
It's not like K-ROG.
No, but like all part of the Thanksgiving
We're not
special
having
episodes.
Louis Michael coming in and doing
and
another
like,
song.
hey, and then like, yeah, people are cooking and there's Rockettes. Like, we're not gonna do any
Hey,
of
I
that.
could get some
Next
Rockettes
year.
here.
Could
Next
ya?
year.
That'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Next year.
They're probably bored right now.
They
so
probably need some
they
jobs.
probably could work in K-ROG.
Missouri, sure, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but you would have come to Missouri
they're in
and work for
Branson.
free. Are they?
in
I guess
Branson.
that's
They
true.
have.
Yeah, I think so.
For years, the Rockettes Christmas special's been on Branson.
But no, I think we just released our own videos leading up to it. If we want to try to get together and do one, I think that'd be good. But I think that'd be fun. Add some joy to the holiday season.
Well, it sounds like fun.
And
You
will
better
the pool
go-
be completed?
Yeah, I better
by
take
then?
my kids to school.
You better go find your kids.
I better go find them and take them to school.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for
Try
watching.
Eat
Monday.
it, children.
Monday for
into the
dollars and
car.
cents. Chain gang on Sunday. I don't know. Is there any football tonight? No, we're done.
No, I think just about everything is done.
Until basketball kicks
If
off.
Yeah.
anybody wants to come to my house tonight and do my homework,
Really?
anyone's welcome. No pay,
No pay.
but
You could learn something.
if you got an itch for schoolwork,
No one does.
no one.
No.
Crickets. You know,
Great
everybody's
weekend,
like,
everybody.
"No."
We'll see you later.
Guys.
Bye.
Happy Kwanzaa.